In other news, the Electoral Commission says it will go ahead to create a temporary polling station for prisoners to cast their ballot on election day. The decision, according to the EC, was communicated to the political parties at an IPAC meeting Friday. Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, Peter Otukono, who spoke with Joynews shortly after the meeting, had argued the move could undermine the integrity of the polls. He told Joynews after the meeting the EC had abandoned the idea.
Now, one other major issue that came up, which we were also very frontal on, is that the Electoral Commission is saying that there are some prisons that have some substantial number of people who vote, but their polling stations are not in the prison. It's a place close by. Meanwhile, the security officials would be working on that day, the prison wardens would be working on that day, providing security at various polling stations. So we will not have enough men to guide the prisoners to go and vote. So what they are suggesting was that they were going to give them a machine and the entire voter register list so that they would vote from the prisons. We explained to them that that was very dangerous and it will provide room for abuse, especially as I have explained, somebody can vote in somebody's name using the BVD device. So when you go and give them a BVD device that is uploaded with the polling station name, if the person is able to vote in that polling station and moves all the way and finds his way into the prison, that person can also vote in the prison because the two devices do not communicate. They are not online. But what we are saying is that if we want to create any form of voting in the prisons, extract the names of the prisoners, then you put them on the absentees register at the polling station. So the names that you put on the BVD device to the prisons would be only the prisoners who are going to vote there. So in that case, nobody can surreptitiously, use some means to get there and take advantage of the loopholes that the Electoral Commission have created in their system. And that point, we made it very strongly, so they have agreed. They said they will look at it and get back to us. But if they do not accept that suggestion, then what it means is that we have created another big loophole that will undermine the entire electoral process.
But Director of Electoral Services at the Electoral Commission, Dr. Siriba Kweku, says the NDC probably misunderstood the deliberations, explaining prison wardens will be playing a supervisory role to ensure smooth conduct.
What we said was that about 23 of the prisons don't have polling stations. So most cases, the people will escort them to the polling station. But this time around, they are saying that, looking at the numbers that registered, some they said around 500. So it will be difficult for them to escort 500 people to their centers. So they said that we should create polling stations, temporary one at the prisons, so that they can cast their vote there and we add it to the main one. That one too we discussed with them and they also agreed.
So they agreed that what? That you are going to create temporary polling stations?
Exactly, at the police station.
But the NDC disagrees. They said they were kicking against the move.
No, at the meeting they were all there. Anybody who attended the meeting will tell you. They were all there, they all agreed. They agreed. So maybe it's after, but at the meeting they were agreed. So
these polling stations are not gazetted.
Yes.
And yet it will be done.
Don't forget that we are split registered. So it's in the same polling station. It's like the same polling station. This is the polling station. So we have some who vote here and some who vote. It's like the split one. The split centers are not gazetted. It's a part of the polling station.
Oh, so you're splitting the polling station?
Yes. And when we finish, we'll add them to the main polling station to declare the result. So there will not be separate polling results for them.
But wouldn't that be an avenue for people to abuse the process?
That's why the party agents are there. We add them to there, so they'll be there.
Still at the meeting, the EC asked the political parties to give them up to Monday to furnish them with a full list of persons captured onto the supplementary register. According to Dr. Siriba Kweku, the Commission is sorting out the names of persons who had gone to court to challenge their disqualification and also those with voter IDs but could not locate their names on the certified register. He tells Joynews the full list of such persons will be made available on Monday.
Engaging them, last week we met them, and today we met them and briefed them about the other development. Okay. The first one, we told them that we have about 541 people whose data were missing from the register. So we told them that we will have to find a way of getting them to register, to vote. Then we had two court issues, which overturned some of the people who are put on a multiple list. I think in central northern region, I think Ashanti.
Okay.
So we need to inform them. The judgment came when we have already prepared the registers. So we said that we will prepare a supplementary list so that those people will vote without going to the biometric. Because if you have to go biometric, they have to retrieve all the registers and those things. So that's what we do. So we all discuss the modalities.
Okay.
And I think we all came to an agreement that those people, we should give them the list ahead of time. So we said we'll give it to them by Monday. So that those people who name, then when we talk of the total number of people who are on the register, they will have the supplementary list plus the main register to get them.
But the concern is that it's just barely about 5 working days to the main election, and you cannot provide the parties with the full list of persons captured onto the supplementary register, because initially there were 541 names. Yes. Now we are told it's about 800, yes. And you can't provide them with the actual figure. That is the source of worry.
No, see, the call was you said that put Parker on it. So we need to get the Parker's ID number, Parker's polling station, before you can convert them. So that's why we are working around the clock to get them by Monday.
So by Monday, you are sure that you provide the names of all the persons captured on the supplementary register?
The supplementary should be ready by, because we are going to use the weekend to do that. So by Monday, we ask that Monday morning they should come with a pen drive. By the course of work on Monday, we'll get them the list.
So is it fair to say that we are going into this year's election with 2 registers?
Absolutely. The main register, which is biometric, and the supplementary.
So 2 registers will be used for this year's election?
I wouldn't say 2 registers, because it depends on where the person is. About 99% of the center will not have any supplementary list. But we shouldn't lose out of the fact that Article 42 of the Constitution says that any Ghanaian 18 and above qualified to vote, therefore should be registered. So if the person has registered and some reason which is not their fault, you can't find their data, you have to get them to register. That's what we need to discuss with the political parties. Again, there's a court judgment, and the commission is a what do you call it?
The creature of the law.
The creature of the law. So we cannot go contest what the court says. It will be in the form of contempt.